Going on, y'all? This life is rigged. Oh, no, no, we ain't about to start this. What's up, y'all? This life is rigged, and I'm on location, still out here in these streets. Boring, but hey, what can you do when you're a targeted individual, and that's what you got to go through. Stay mentally strong, stay up, and keep fighting. All right, let's talk about this Miami Mall ghost, whatever you want to call it, aliens, whatever they want to call it. And now, they, you don't really hear the word Project Bluebeam anymore, do you? Remember 5 years ago, Project Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam. You know when it's close for them to be really pulling out their toys when you stop hearing about the word. It's okay because it wasn't time to really pull it out. Remember they were showing videos of China and how they was doing a Project Bluebeam and testing it out. Remember they put a whole city in the sky and it was Project Bluebeam, right? Project Bluebeam. Um you need to Google it, man, because Project Bluebeam gets anything they want. They get it. It looks real, like it's real. Okay, so and I mean, they really got it good to where it looks real, to where they made a dragon walk in the middle of the air, or it's Project Bluebeam. It's the state of the art. It's the state of the art projection system. It's the state of the art projection system. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Thinking that I had to use my tool. But anyway, Project Bluebeam, they can get that picture. It's a 3D like projection to where it just the camera use multiple cameras to where first of all you use the best type of materials you can use for a projection. So is and they use multiple cameras to where instead of looking 2D to where it's flat and you're looking at it on the screen, it's 3D to where it looks like it's coming out at you. I remember going to the movies when I was a kid and they used to say, put on the 3D glasses. And they make a movies in 3D, so when you put on the glasses, it look like it's coming at you or whatever. It's like it's sticking out of the picture. It's not looking like you looking at it on a TV screen. You can see, um, figures and shapes and shit. Like you can see it coming outward. So, and the last 10 years, they've been testing their little Project Bluebeam. You can pull it up on YouTube, and it's all over the place. It looks so beautiful how they do it. It's state of the art beauty. I'm not gonna even lie. That shit real. I get a project, not project, but I get a blue beam projection in my fucking house. Or I mean, if I whenever I get one, uh, I have one personally because it's beautiful to the eyes. So with that being said, They stopped making. They hushed up the word. Let me tell you something, man. This is how you are easily influenced because they can make you stop saying words. Y'all say what everybody y'all say and regurgitate what they want you to say. If it's something they don't want you to say, you would not regurgitate it because it's not being said. Okay? So when the last time you heard the word Project Blue Band? When the last time you heard the words Fort Knox? Because there ain't no gold there. We ain't behind the gold standard, so they don't even mention it no more because they don't want to remind you that we're not, we don't have gold behind our money anyway. It's petrodollar, so there's no reason to sue. So it's certain words that they don't, or sayings, or objects, or things that they don't even want you to repeat no more. And Project Bluebeam is one of them. To where um, now they trying to pull it out on us. For years, 5, 6, 10 years ago, they was doing videos and testing it out. Then it goes silent. Then all of a sudden it goes silent again, and it goes silent some more. Then all of a sudden you don't even hear it no more forever. Then all of a sudden you start seeing Project Bluebeam shit, and everybody forgot about Project Bluebeam, and they forgot about uh they just my bad, they forgot about Project Bluebeam, and now they're using Project Bluebeam. Now the mall, Miami Mall, where they said they saw creatures, monsters, and everything else running in the mall, 8 to 10 feet monsters running in Miami Mall, disappearing and reappearing. I don't give a fuck if they was doing cartwheels. It's still Project Bluebeam because did they hurt anybody? No, it's because it was a projection. I ain't. You want to impress me? Tell me that the monsters have hurting somebody. Now, if you say that, did anybody get hurt out of all these monsters and whatever? So, what is there for? What it? Because when I saw Project Bluebeam 15 years ago, I knew. I said, they're gonna use this to scare people. And here it is. They using it to scare people. They pulled it out in Miami Mall, uh, projecting monstrous images on the ground, running and everything, and chasing people or whatever. The real thing is go pull up Project Bluebeam on YouTube and you can see how real it looks. So when people telling me it was 100 cars, cop cars there, so what? I don't care if it was 100 cop cars. So what? It's more easier to get the 100 cop cars out there than to pull off the Project Bluebeam shit in the mall. So for just pulling up and calling everybody to pull up, that's fun. It's like a party to them. All right, y'all, 8 o'clock, we're gonna be get ready. We got all the cops in the whole fucking state gonna pull up. And you're like, yay, all right, yay. You know, who cares? But then you had one black guy, which was some fucking agents, because they use agents all the time. They would not give the microphone and ask an opinion of a real spiritual player in the Matrix. It's going to be a soulless being, a CP, a clone, whoever you want to call it, or even an agent, a devil, or whatever, right? So they never gonna go ask, never, and they know the vibes. They can just look at you and be like, nope, I'm not gonna interview him. I'm gonna interview him right here, and they get this fake ass story. They ain't gonna never ask nobody because people thought the guy was real. You get a real sense of feeling when you hear him. You will believe that he saw what he saw when he was telling you he saw this in the Miami Mall. That he saw 8 to 10 feet creatures running and chasing and disappearing and reappearing. Then all of a sudden he come out with another video a day later saying that Man, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. I ain't even in Miami. Y'all bugging. How we bugging? You the one said that you saw the motherfucking monsters. How the fuck we bugging? So there was a throw off shit to make people think that, okay, somebody got to him and now he's scared, so he changed his story up. And you know what that does? That makes the story more believable. If you think that the government came and shut him up, it changed his story so you believe the monsters are real. But I still call the shit fake. The monsters was not real, and his um selfie interview, his video where he made selfie video he made of him describing what happened at the mall. That shit was fake. I mean, yeah, it was staged. Yeah, he saw the creatures, but you're staged. You're in the cahoots. You're in the, um, you know what I mean. You're in the circle because for you to say you saw all these things, then you come back and say you wasn't in Miami. You know, you're doing this to make the story of monsters real. I don't care if the government, because if the government came and shut you up so you can stop and so you can change your story, um, people will think it's real because the government did that. Because the government ain't gonna come do that if it's fake. So people, it's all fear. It's to lock in the fear. It's real monsters because the government came and made them change the story. No, this ain't one of those stories. This is a made up story with crisis actors. The guy who said his opinion on his behalf of what he saw, he's a crisis actor. They're all Masons. They're liars. Okay? They when they first created Project Bluebeam, when I first saw it on YouTube, I said they're gonna use this to scare people and they are doing it. It's harder because it's a projection. You know what a projection is. It's a 3D projection. Okay? Projections are 2D. It shows on the wall, it don't come out at you, it's just 2D. You look at it flat. 3D is where you get all the dimensions to where it's coming forward and backwards, instead of side to side. It's coming like it's all angles. It sticks out so where it looks like it's real. So therefore, they use multiple cameras to make this illusion of, because it's a 3D um camera. I mean, projection. One projection is shooting the 1D video or picture. The 2D camera is shooting the 2D and the 3D coming in, and all of it put together makes this uh real object or whatever they want to show, which is a projection, a blue beam projection of anything they can make, and it will look real. Okay, so they're using it now. They're using it to scare people. They started it in the sky with these UFOs and anomalies, and it was a cross falling in the sky or some shit. People think it's Jesus coming and all this bullshit. You know, the sheeple and shit. Like they want to be screaming this and that. No, it's Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam. I don't know which is easier to pull it off, outside in the sky or in the building, to where you can have a camera clear as day in the building and pull it off, and because you're trying to do it in a tight space of at least, the creatures was 8 to 10 feet tall. You know, it's really no ceilings in Mars. You know, you will see an upper deck and it would just be an open middle. So it's still easier to pull off a Project Bluebeam in a big building like that, because that's all they have to do. Because you will see it more vividly and more clearer because it's in close um, quarters. It's in within. It's because you're in a mall. You're in a building. You're You're displaying a Project Bluebeam and showing a Project Bluebeam in the same area where people are at. It's not like they're doing it in the sky away from you and you have to look up and see it. Look how many miles it is between, so the Project Bluebeam is right there close to you. So it would look way more real, it would look more believable with more color, with more everything because you're doing it inside where it can be like not dark, it has lights, but uh versus outside in the daytime, you will see more definitions and color if you do it in the building, even though it has lights. So they pulled one off on us because if you had 8 to 10 feet monsters chasing you, did anybody get hurt by any of them? Okay then. Project Bluebeam. There's some fucking projection up in there. Why would you be chasing somebody and you ain't gonna do nothing? So you out there capping and shit. You chasing people but you ain't hurting nothing. So what the fuck is that? Then they just disappeared. Oh, okay, y'all just turned the motherfucking Project Bluebeam projection thing off and that was it and walked out and was laughing and shit. They said they had old ladies. They said they had fat people running faster than skinny people. Now they did this. Now why you think they did this? Because they're gonna run a test on. They're gonna run a test on you before they do the real thing. So yeah, they're gonna go take it to the mall, see what they do. You know what I mean? So they in the mall doing this shit. They got a good response. They like, yeah, these motherfuckers believe it's believable. These motherfuckers scared as hell. They was running for them lives and shit. They got you. They're gonna do a couple of more, then they're gonna be ready to bring Jesus out the sky using Project Bluebeam. Well, Jesus is the Son anyway, but the so-called man Jesus you think that is Jesus. Jesus is the Son. He rises every day. He dies every day and resurrects every day. And you sleep and die every day with the sun. It's a sun ritual. Go check out my dreamscape. That's all I got to say on that. But so yeah, man, you think it's full of games. You think it's a joke. You think this world is fucking cap. You think this world is this. Just wait. Just wait. It's more to come. Cause that bullshit they pulled off in Miami Mall, man, that shit is fucking. It ain't laughable. It ain't comical. But it's like pathetic. These devils are that fucking desperate to control people, where they will keep you in fear. It ain't nothing. People are waking up and realizing what the fuck going on. So now y'all bringing in the big guns. Now you want to be scaring them with ghosts and goblins and shit and visuals of ghosts and goblins and dragons and demons and changeable beings and shit. Like they desperate. They scared. They're desperate. And everyone, and I tell everyone that know about this woke shit that's on my channel and on other people's channels. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be a time to where you gonna have to rise up. You gonna have to rise up. You collecting is pre-game show now, but when it's game time, you gonna have to get down. You gonna have to go into your higher self, your fight or flight higher self. So you got to be careful with fight or flight. I'm gonna have to do the fight or flight video, man. Some reason I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it while I'm homeless, sleeping in my car, cause I can concentrate more doing it while I'm going through this. It'll come out way more. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it is so fucking disgusting of what these people are doing to us. Disgusting. You come to a world to suffer. So that is a form of a hell. You know what I mean? We come to this world to suffer. Everybody has their own personal suffering. Why do people now you see why I don't have any kids? I knew a long time ago that what this world was about, and I said I'm not bringing no kids in this shit. Now, if I had a nation as a support and we had a leg to stand on, I sure will. But when I found out, like, oh shit, God is in on it. This is God's doing. Ain't no way I'm not gonna bring no kids in this motherfucker. Nah. If they can't protect whistleblowers, how in the fuck are they? They ain't gonna protect my son, and now they ain't gonna use that against me to hurt me. And kids are an extension. You don't own your kids. I'm trying to tell you, you do not own your kids. To the point to I'm gonna take that back. Some do, some do, but most don't because if you're not homeschooling them and if you're um, not living off grid, then you don't own your kids. They go into the public schools for them to be programmed by the government. And my opinion is you should do both because you got to stay. You can't do school by itself. You got to do homeschool and school because you got to keep up with these devils and know how to play the game and play the system for a little while. Then you get enough to where you be like, see, you know what I'm saying? I graduated high school, you know what I mean, a year later because I dropped out because I just felt interested. I knew about the Matrix, you know. I'm the first of this kind, not, well, to wake up in this round of lifespans. You know what I mean? So, um, I'm not the only one. I'm just because I saw somebody and I hope she don't think I'm weird. I know she don't think I'm weird and I'm far from weird, but um I just a new subscriber just came to me and it's like I'm not gonna even lie. She is the no offense to no all my other subscribers. I rock with you, even the agents and everybody, because you're a subscriber, right? But I am very impressed with this subscribe that I had got today, and she is just like me, but a female version of me in a way. You know what I mean? In a way, she don't know that shit. See, I'm OG. See, I know what I've been hearing for the last years. I ain't hear nobody kick it like her, or like similar to me, like in person or on YouTube. And she just ran to me today, and I'm like, wow. And I ain't gonna lie, I do want to meet her, and I hope I ain't spooked her out because I do want to meet her. We when it's there's no time to be waiting all you know what I'm saying because it's crunch time. It's 2024, right? So they are when you all the chosen ones supposed to unite like Voltron. You don't know that because Life is Rigged ain't brought it to you because I'm like the most aware. You don't know that. We supposed to connect everybody. When you find somebody, we come on with us. Come on, come on. Till we get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. The key, the number one solid thing that they have to be spitting is God is evil and God is the archons. It's really the archons, the fallen angel. They got so many names. So archons, fallen angels. I say God a lot because I want. When I say God, I'm speaking to the zombies because I want them to because that's how the zombies that have potential to wake up. Because if you're a zombie, there's a percentage of real live players that turned into zombies, and I'm trying to help them turn them out. It's zombies that ain't never coming out of being a zombie. You can fall into zombieism. Okay, you could be woke one life and come back the next life and get tricked up and get washing machined up. I call it washing machine because they slush you around with so many events, and you can get caught slipping. You can lower your mind state into a zombie. People don't understand, you know. People get tricked because that's the key of putting you into the wrong family. Like I have been saying, when they want to fuck you up, they put you in a family of agents. They put you in a family of agents to try to trick you up because you are hard to trick. You are hard to um, get. So we're gonna switch it up. All right, the whole family, the neighbors, her friends, his family, his mom and daddy, all of us put them in a whole. His whole area is gonna be fucking agents, and they still don't break him or her. Then they put you in another light. They try wash machine you up, and some people that's a lot to handle, and they fall victim of it, and um they fall into a zombie. Then you come back next lifetime. It's locked in. It's locked in. It's locked in. Okay? Those people I can wake up. Some people just zombies and it ain't no motherfucking way. They'll unbe a zombie when everybody else be one because they like, them type of people. It's fun when everybody do it together. Or they finally like fuck it, and because everybody else did it, and they finally see light in what you're saying. See, that's not right, man. But yeah, I really appreciate that sub today. That was the highlight of the day. You know what I'm saying? The highlight of the day, because let me tell you something. People do not talk like me, and I've been doing this shit for 5 years. You can check out the videos. 5 fucking years. As I go, I start to see more and more people like talking, and it's really like, oh, because when I was doing it and when I was, as I was doing it, I'm like, man, I'm the only one kicking this shit, man. Like, ain't nobody else, ain't, you know what I'm saying? Where they at? Where are they? Where are they at? I told you I'm the real life Morpheus. We gonna get this nation going, and we gonna have the format one day, one day, one day. One day, one. That's why they trying to stop me so bad. Look at look at me, man. Look at me. Look at my station. 5 years. Look at my subs after 5 years. Come on, bro. It's no secret. It's no secret because the key of beating this place is knowing that the life is a casino and it's rigged. But if you know who the dealer, if you know the dealers are cheating, you have a better understanding of how to walk, how to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? To watch for pitfalls, and you won't be getting caught up, and you know you won't. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you don't, you will be getting caught up, right? Because you don't know, and that's how the world is. Oh, it's like they don't know where the fuck they at, bro. It's like they really knew where they was at. They be coming out more cautiously. You really supposed to be coming outside cautious than a motherfucker. Like everybody. Looking into the right, looking to the left. Because you are under attack and under war at all times. Even if you think you had a good day, right? I mean, somebody challenged you mentally or spiritually, I bet, right? So, yeah, man, appreciate if y'all want to support the channel, the at Life is Rigged PayPal is on the front of my page. But I can't believe they try to pull that shit off, and it's funny how I can just look at the news and it's like y'all motherfuckers is like cartoon characters to me. Like ain't shit real. Y'all all actors. The news go out and create the news. When you know it's a real story, I know when it's a real story. You know how I know it's a real story? When they saying somebody get shot and killed and all that. Do you know how I know? They always get caught. They always gonna show the face. And they urgently be motherfucking talking about the case. Like the case. They be passionate about it. Because when they act these news stories, they do this to get copycats. That's why they got the rappers doing talk bragging about bodies on songs so they can get copycats. The original don't go to jail or get caught up. The copycats do. So when they be like, oh yeah, 10 people in Chicago got killed and blah 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 and blah blah blah, I'll be like, them stories, some of them stories be fake, and some of them stories be staged to where the police, like I said in the Nipsey Hussle video, go watch that. How the police, when two gangs, and when it's too peaceful in gang activity, a police officer, let's for an example, Bloods and Crips, if it's too quiet, a police officer in the gang unit will dress, get in character and dress like a gang member, let's say the Bloods, and go to a real Crip neighborhood and with a showing a red rag and everything and shoot up their motherfucking set. Then they go back, take their shit off, put their police uniform on. Now the Crips is getting their guns and they going back to the Bloods and shoot their shit up and the war is back started. Police officers go shooting crowds. It might have to per se be police officers, but it be like um paid participants from the police to do this. They going to be Masons. They're going to be in under the umbrella of, you know what I'm saying. They are protected. I'm gonna tell you, they Masons. They Masons. Masons, they got a bond. They do anything. They need your help. They ask you and you would do it, and it could be any motherfucking thing. You be like, man, go shoot up this crowd right quick, man. I don't do that type of shit, man. Come on, bro, you gotta do it for the brother, man. We give you some money, blah blah blah. You ain't gonna get caught 'cause we running this shit. I can have the sheriff call you right now, and you be like, what type of shit y'all got going on? All right, but I'll do it, and you know what I'm saying? Shit, like that, they know how to get shit moving. So yeah, the police will go, do all this shit. They instigate these instigate when it's, cause let me tell you, man. I told you, man. This is an energy fucking parasitic world. They don't want it right. That's why whistleblowers are not protected. You can get out and talk, and you will go to jail, or it's like I told you in the videos. They locked up Jamal. They put the fake pedo charge on you. They gave him 16 years. Give Dr. York 180 years. He ain't touched nobody. Had a nice little compound with a fucking pyramid on it. They took all that shit. So it is a thing where when you try to live off grid in a type of community, they're gonna demonize you, and the leader always go down with some fake ass pedo charge. You know what I mean? And it be agents in there sometimes, and or they can turn into an agent out of fear because they catch you going to the store and be like, "Yo, bitch, you better get down with this shit, or your son gonna die." Okay, you scared as hell and shit. You're supposed to be like, well, if he died, then he don't have to pay taxes no more. He'd be in a better place. And if you kill me, I'll be the same way. So you can't change me. I'm riding with him, so fuck you. You know what I mean? That's how you supposed to do it. But motherfucker be like, holding on to this 3D reality because it ain't about you or me. It ain't about your body, my body. It's about our uh the point of saving souls, you know what I mean, and tearing down a place that eating up souls. If I had to lose my son, whatever it is, or lose myself so be it. You gotta do it. You gotta ride. That's why these type of missions and situations never last long because you gotta be like that to make it happen. You gotta get through the first wave. It's a couple of waves. The first wave is the biggest one when you get tested. Yeah, they're gonna pull you over and put you in interrogation room. You gotta stand tall. Be like, no, well, because this is why you can't love too many things here, because they use what you love against you. So you can't really love anything per se, um, to the point to where you won't be able to move on if it has been lost. You know what I mean? Of course, you can love your mate and people who love you and love you like you should be loved, and you vice versa. But as far as like if it's when it's versus something greater, then you have to, okay, for the movement, fuck my life and my fam, for the movement of the whole world breaking this matrix. You know what I mean? In a sense, like I have to. That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at the big picture here. You know what I'm saying? And I know that we you get many lives and you never die anyway. So of course it's easier for me to say that. You know what I'm saying? So I can stay focused and stay solid. I won't. Hell no, I'm not snitching, ratting, or lying to jam any of my peoples up. Period. Everybody move together. Everybody go together. You go by yourself, you can get caught, you can get kidnapped, and you can be like turned into an agent. So it's three different ways you have to move if you want to live on a compound or off grid. It's best to be on a compound versus by yourself off grid because you have more support, more people, community, and it's faster learning. The school would be so fucking like, it would be like, oh my god, it would be like speed of lightning. Everybody consciously just going up. Everybody know different shit, just stepping out and teaching and talking in front of everybody. We had these little teachings and workshops and shit like every other day or something, or something, But yeah, man, they try to pull it off, man, with the I can't believe these Mickey Mouse ass news motherfuckers. It ain't really on the news because they know it's Mickey Mouse. They know motherfuckers gonna be like, yeah, right. That's Project Bluebeam. I don't believe that shit. So it be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It'll be on the internet, not on the NBC or Fox News. It ain't gonna be on there. It ain't, cause it's a test of who were there on location. It ain't a test of when you hear the story, would you believe it? Because they know you might not. It ain't gonna pull it off like that. They want to know, do it look real in the flesh? Because when they do other shit, you gonna believe that shit because it look real to the visual eye. That's why they hiding it from the national news. Because we gonna shoot that shit down. It's a lot of people be like, on them videos, I wrote down. I was like, man, this is Project Blue, man. Stop it, please stop it. You know what I mean? I be sarcastic as hell. Like, please stop this, man. This is Project Blue, man, bro. They be trying to strike me for my comments, bro. This shit is so fucking corny, man. I be like, dog, where the freedom of speech at? I said, man, they is on TikTok also, bro. Like they what they do, man? What did I say? These motherfuckers said send me a community guideline warning. I said some I didn't even curse or nothing. What word did I use? I think they probably was it pedo? Nope, it wasn't pedo. Huh. What word was that? I can't remember. It was some shit. I was laughing so hard on the floor, like, nigga, you serious? In the next video, guess what I saw when I slid down the video on TikTok? A girl having a fucking butt plug in her ass, and she's showing her whole ass and the butt plug. You can see the butt plug, a red butt plug in her ass. And I'm like, this is how the Matrix talk to you. If you open your eyes, you know it's fucking fake. It's fucking demonic. That was the Matrix showing me like, ah ha ha. We ain't no community guidelines. We just community guidelining your ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm looking at that shit like, how y'all showing a butt plug and this shit ain't banned, but you don't want to ban what I just said on some corny ass shit, you know? All the time. Don't ever be scared, bro. Let me tell you something. The Matrix talk to you all the time. You just ain't paying attention, and it's evil. But that's good. You not really paying attention to it because it's evil. You know what I mean? Like, what had happened, man? This is real life story, man. I was getting a ride. My car was down or something. I'm getting a ride by my annoying ass mother, and I knew I had to get this job. Taking me to a job interview, and this gonna be funny though, man. And you know they take drug tests, so I've been smoking some weed, so I had this fake piss shit or whatever, and I was nervous. I had it all hooked up, and it was some fake urine shit that comes, synthetic urine shit that passed drug tests or whatever for marijuana. You know what I mean? Like, bro, marijuana. Why y'all drug testing for marijuana, my dude? If I pass or not, I can still come on the job and smoke. Like the test is it's some slavery shit. You know, it's some stupid shit. Like they shouldn't be they don't drug test for alcohol. They shouldn't be drug testing for no weed. But anyway, I'm going to the motherfucking. I'm driving, and I was feeling like it was one of those like rainy days, but it wasn't raining yet, but it was about to. It was all dull and dark looking and shit, and I'm just sitting there with my mother, like weird ass energy, cause she a soulless being, bro. I gotta call it like it is, man. You know. So she thinks she mean well, but she soulless being, man, for real. But so I'm driving and I'm like, I have a good feeling of things that before it happened. So it was like I don't know about this one. And all of a sudden I looked up, it was a billboard saying, "You failed." It was a billboard saying you failed, telling me I'm failed. Oh my God. Oh man, I was so fucking hurt. I was like, you bitch, you fuck y'all motherfuckers. I get there and flunk the fucking test. So you know what I mean? So I was like, I ain't. He said it was too hot or whatever. So it was like, you must be an alien because this shit is hot, man. So you got to redo it. I say, man, I can't because I roll with somebody and they ready to leave. And we all was in that waiting in there for 3 hours, and that bitch got hot. I was like, fuck. I had to walk outside and take it out and cool it off, blow on it, everything. And that bitch was getting hot in my pants, so I was like, man, fuck it. So it wrote me down as a what you call that shit, um, a refusal. I don't care. That's better than I flunk. But it was just the fact that he was like on the billboard. It was like you failed. So the Matrix, you know, I'm trying to tell you, this is the world. This is the world. I had told, man, I miss this guy, man. This guy was like my son, you know. If I wanted a son, it would be him. This guy is on Matrix ass fucking speed, and he ain't up but 13. I can talk to him like I'm talking like this. Not with all my videos, but a lot of my videos I can talk, have conversation like that, and he be up on it. We be talking like, yeah, the Matrix got you today, or nah, man, look at that, that's the Matrix. That shit used to be so fun. He had moved, and of course I moved because I'm in my car right now. But what I was gonna say, yeah. So I'm looking at the atmosphere. This is when I was in the hotel room not too long ago, right? So I was like, damn, dog, this holiday, I knew it. I knew this holiday, December holiday shit is gonna jam me up because I didn't have no extra money, and days you don't work, and I can't take days off. I gotta work 5 days, so I worked 3 days, and that shit was enough to put me out in my car because I had to get through this little week. After that, it would have been great. I got a phone bill, all that shit. So anyway, before that happened, I was like, I was sitting in the chair, right? I was like, man, it looked like, man, they trying to put me out on these motherfucking streets. A guy in the car was driving past, was like, hell yeah, you know it. I was like, oh, that shit was so motherfucking funny. People get scared of that shit, or people ignore it and thinking that, because when you are on the level as me, that's how that's you know what I'm saying. You got to be I'm it. I'm telling you, I'm in real time with this shit, and I be sparring with the Matrix just like that. You wouldn't even fucking believe. Conversations with people that are conversations with angels, conversations with demons that was sent from God or one of the gods, I believe was God, to tell me what the fuck am I doing? Okay, it was the guy walking up the sidewalk and he just stopped, and I couldn't walk no more. It was like he had power over me. So I was like, okay, what? I was trying to ignore you, but now you and I can't move. What? He said you fucking up. That's all he said. He said you fucking up. You fucking up. You better switch up. And I said I ain't switching shit up, and I ain't fucking shit up. Now motherfucking release me, motherfucker. And he released me, and I started walking down the street like nothing happened. I started looking back at him, like every like 10 seconds, looking back at him because I wanted to see where he was going. Is anybody going through that type of shit? That's what type of level I'm on. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to motherfucking tell you. No, like it's no sweat. Like I already know about this place. I am very advanced. I know I am because they be swarming on me like shit, bro. Like flies on shit. Okay, with no fucking exaggeration. So that's when I say take me to your fucking leader. I fucking mean that shit. How Neo was talking to God in the Matrix 3, and all the fucking machines came together and formed a mouth and a face, and he was talking to, that was God he was talking to. Okay? So it's real out here. I'm really real. I'm legit out here from higher realms down here, boxing, sparring, whatever you want to call it, with the Matrix on that type of level. And it don't fucking bother me. It don't fucking bother me. They don't scare me. It don't bother me. I seen the fucking I'm gonna get on my mother in a minute. I be like corner of my eye. I be seeing like full like in the hotel room. I was meditating with my eyes open. Then I just turned real quick to the right. It was like caught this motherfucker. He was a second too slow, evaporating. I said, "Yo, slow retarded ass." Called him a slow retarded ass because he wasn't supposed to let me catch him, see him. I saw him. I saw the full figure of him. And then my motherfucker was like a 5'11" size shadow of an entity, and I tell you, and he was just too slow on the evaporation. You see him in your corner of your eye, but when you turn, you can see more of the shape of the ghost or spirit, whatever you want to call it. But when you turn your head, they supposed to be gone, right? He was still there a little bit, like he was slow with it or something. I said, get your slow retarded ass out of here. I mean, that's what level I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like no cap, man. I was like, you want to impress me? Drop a bag on the motherfucking floor. Drop some fucking money on the floor. Go rob from the rich and bring it and drop it on my floor. You want to impress me? Walking around my shit, showing yourself, it don't impress me. Get the fuck on out of here. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck if people say that's probably a good spirit or a bad, either or. Get the fuck out of here. Because if you're good, you're not helping me. You're bad, you're not helping me. I need fucking help. Go do something. Take from them motherfuckers and come bring it to me. Something. You know what I'm saying? Something. Go do something. Like go make yourself useful. Don't just come reappear in my room because you a fucking bum. Like you want to just come and look and you ain't gonna say shit or talk about nothing. Get the fuck out of my face. That's how much fear I don't have for these motherfuckers. You don't supposed to let them get you upset or be in fear. If that ever happens, yes, it's a monster. It's a scary looking monster. Can be looking scary, and I might be like, "Oh man, I'm out of here." But you better be really on your A game. It got to be at the right time. You better not come when I'm mad. Cause if I'm mad, I ain't running. I don't give a fuck. Cause that's my power. That's my energy. They scared of that. Cause when I turn into my fight or flight, motherfuckers be fucking scared. You got man scared. I don't even understand like 90%, but not 100%. It's a little area that I don't understand about the fight or flight, but it's enough to get through the video. It's 90% and it's powerful. And I said, if I got enough support, I will do it. It's a life changer. Um, I said it when the time is right. I was supposed to did it 2 years ago. I didn't do it. Time wasn't right, and I feel like the time ain't right now. It's not right now. I don't want to waste videos saying my shit, saying it, and it's just sitting there and shit. I don't got time for that, But I am, and I want to do it. I am going to do it, but it's really real out here, man. This world is demonic, and they're not playing. Oh, excuse me, with your soul. Like they really want to get your soul, and you only can give your consent and give it to them. They cannot take it. You have to give consent, and that's from the Orient Confederation. I don't know which confederations. I ain't gonna name all the confederations because them motherfuckers is gonna fucking flag it. Cause I can tell you, I can say some shit and they will flag that shit, bro. Like I have the charisma and the style to get this shit across to make it believable. That's why they keep me down. Okay, which don't bother me because I have less trolls. When you got a lot of subs, you get trolls too, and them motherfuckers is annoying. A troll is annoying for real. You know what I mean? So okay, let's talk about mama because I got 6 bars left on this damn phone. So my mother is a handler, man, and I'm gonna go in depth about handlers when it's your relatives or anything like that. Well, first of all, my mother is a handler, man. She was chosen to handle me because she is easily taken control over from the entities by the entities. So these types of people are like very unstable emotionally and they are emotionally immature. A recipe for a walking goddamn tornado or hurricane, you know? Um she's schizophrenia. Okay, the hotel room I was at, she knew I was there. I'm cutting ties with her. I'm not calling her no more. She got my phone number, but I'm not answering no calls. Oh yeah, I got something else to say about that. I have my phone on do not disturb, meaning no calls can come through. Because these Asian stupid ass Asian motherfuckers keep calling me about some insurance, knowing that I'm not going to do it, but they are there to harass you. I'm going to make a video about that. They are harassing Americans because they own American, and they just really just picking out and filling out the targets of America. And I'm one of them, and they harass me and call me 20 times a day. I don't got a video. I got screenshots. This one number called me 8 times in 1 minute. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, so my mother is a they you know when people are emotionally immature, most likely they are a soulless being, or they sold their soul, or however you want to say it, because um what makes this hell a hell is by social. So socially, you're stepping out in the world causing hell to others because you are socially immature and you're emotional. So therefore, I saw a lot of fights at the cashier. I see my mama like argue and yell and be very foul mouth with the cashier, with all types of situations of mailman or any interactions of other people. I've seen her like just spaz out. Like it could be a fucking problem if they do one thing wrong. You know what I mean? But anyway, she knew I was there, and I cut her off. I told her I'm not dealing with her no more. You know. And guess what she texted me? She said I'm gonna put out a missing report, a person's report. That sounded like the Truman Show when he's all walking around town looking for Truman. It was like Truman, Truman. Like, why would you put out a missing persons report? Like, because I don't want to talk to you no more. She's trying to force me to talk to her again, but you don't want to treat me better, treat me good, but you want me to talk to you because you think that you own me because I came through your pussy. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know, after the delivery and you come on this and your feet lands on the ground, you don't of course you're gonna take care of a person through the retardation phase until they you know what I'm saying, but you don't own that person. The government the government on the fallen angel own your kids. That's why I didn't want to have kids unless you live off grid and you homeschool or some shit like that. Then you good. But so that's why I didn't want to have kids. So, you know, she uh a master gaslighter, like all through my life. I had to defeat my mother. Sometimes your opponent is your family member when you want to um when you have to defeat the world. You have to defeat all the people that targeting you. You have to defeat them. So it might be just by ignoring them or whatever. Don't take shit to the head with them or whatever the case may be. But I had to really defeat her. Like I'm not gonna be. I used to be arguing with her. Like she used to steer me wrong. She used to tell people, see these people, emotionally immature and people that are emotionally unstable, they are easily can be taken control over easily. So that's how they choose to place you in their care of people who are unstable, they bipolar, they might be schizophrenia, all those systems. Because obviously they can't come in and come out with a person who's not like that, right? So yeah, so they put me in the family where my mama was all this and all that, and she was a handler because they was controlling her at different at times. Every time, socially immature meaning that you not mature enough to put these archons on their motherfucking ass when they enter your mind. Supposed to be like Fuck you. You think I ain't hear crazy thoughts before? I don't even get crazy thoughts because I already killed them all. They don't even try me no more. Um, unless I get real fucking angry, or if I'm buzzing or something might have try to trigger me. But no, they already been through all them tests. They know it's not fun. They're not gonna try it. But if somebody is easily can be triggered, oh yeah, they coming to you. You know what I'm saying? They come to you when you most mad, and they gonna take over. They gonna take over your body. Like Return of the Body Snatchers. Have you ever saw that movie? Return of the Body Snatchers. These motherfuckers snatch your body, make you do a horrific crime, then give the body back to you. You don't remember what you did, right? You don't know what happened. Some people even said, God made me do it. I heard a voice. Whatever the case, this was for you to get caught up so you can go to jail. Like I told you, like you saw the other videos, um, I said that, my mother got into a fight. I pulled up to my mother. This is the last straw. I start fucking with my mama because the archons, the demiurge, is using her to get to me, to bring me down. I said this story already. Man, where that bitch go? Oh man, where that motherfucker go? Oh, I found it, man. That's some bullshit. But I pulled up to my mama's house. She fighting with the motherfucking neighbors. This guy, she's fighting with, I mean, not physical fight, like arguing, fighting with a guy who did 15 years in prison, right? She's arguing with, I'm talking about, yeah, at the top of her lungs because she thinks people supposed to worship her. She a narcissist. You know what I mean? Like, she thinks people supposed to just be like, he didn't speak to you. I came over there a time before, and he was outside coughing, doing COVID some shit, and he was covering his mouth. So she already was forming a dislike with him. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. He should be covering his mouth, but fuck it. So that shit was working and shit to the point to where now it's exploded. He walked through with a dog and without a leash. The dog jumped up and scratched her little ankle. So what? It's like a little scratch. And she, motherfucker, we need to be having this. The dog jumped up on some playful shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So yeah, you should have a leash on your dog and all that good shit. But me, I'd have been like, well, you should have your dog on a leash, man. I got scratched right here, but don't worry about it. Just next time, just put a. She all like, you bitch, you up here got this motherfucker, blah blah blah. So he coming back at her like, no, no, don't be calling me no. No, he didn't call her no bitch. He didn't call her no bitch, but she was calling him bitches. If he would have called her any bitch or hit her, I would have beat the shit out of him. Because when I seen it jump off, I ran top speed all the way down there, up there, and ran all the way up to him. This motherfucker was scared as fuck, thinking I was gonna lay motherfuckers down. I'm like, what's going on? Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I looked at the energy in my mom, and I was like, She had devils, demons all in her eyes, yelling top of her. I like, go, go, get out. Top of my lungs, I told her, like, get your ass in the motherfucking house, you ignorant ass motherfucker. Why you out here arguing with this motherfucker? Like some ghetto ass shit. So she goes in the house. So I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? I said, this my mama, bro. Make a point. Make a story short. I was telling him, like, look, bro, she old. Ignore that bullshit she on, bro. It's on me where I say, bro, if I have to come back up here, I'm gonna have to lay you down, bro. And I really meant it. I'm gonna have to lay you, and I said lay you down. I said I'm gonna have to lay you down, bro. That's my mama. I told you, just leave her alone. Don't say nothing else to her. Just go the other way. Take your dog the other way. Put a leash on her. Ignore her if she frown at you or whatever. The shit is dead, bro. You did 15 years in jail. You don't want to go back. You want to, have you a good life, bro. You don't want to be arguing with motherfucking, oh, people who bitter and shit like that. And this my mama, and I'm supposed to be beating his ass right now. But that's what the Matrix wanted me to do. Whoop his ass. I go to jail because you know oh yeah, they want me in there. They could really break you down in jail. They said so many agents with you. That's all they gotta do. Say I give you 5 years off your time if you go fuck with Life is Red. They be lining up to do that shit. So you know what I mean. So they trying to jam me up. You gotta watch the setup in that shit. So they try to get me to come up there and go to jail and beat his ass or even kill the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or I could have got killed or whatever. You don't ever know. That's the Matrix. So after that, I was like, I just cut her off. Damn, I only got 2 minutes left, man. I mean, 2 bars left. This bitch about to cut off, but I'm gonna keep talking till it cut off. But anyway, so she thinking I'm supposed to come up there. And when I was running up there before I got up there, she was like, "Yeah, and this is my other son right here. I have another son that was. I mean, I have another brother that was there. I don't ever talk about him because he is mush. He gave up. He lived with my mom. He gave up. He's his head down. He ain't never used to be like that when he young. He gave up. And ain't nothing. He snapped at me one time. I was like, all right, bro, you on your own. You know what I mean? I can't fuck with you. You taking meds. All types of entities taking control over your ass. And it's sad. I wanted him to be okay at least, but he's not. But it's all good. So my mother said, yeah, this is my son, amping it up. Yeah, this is my other son right here. But I wasn't on your side. I wasn't on her side unless she was right, and she wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't handle that correctly, and you dragging me into shit, and she didn't care what the fuck the she was dragging me into. She think it's a fucking game. That's what narcissists do. They use people to their fucking ability. So I had to leave her alone, and now she putting out a missing persons report. I don't give a fuck about that shit. She getting the demonic ass motherfucking hotel manager to call me. I'm like, bro. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone, man. I don't want to fucking deal with y'all. Only reason why you even get to talk to me is because we related. That's it. If you're related to somebody, you have to be family don't mean nothing. They have to be you're related by spirit, not by flesh. So if you born in a family, that's your chance to be called, you know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing for two different souls can see how each other without even like being that person or whatever. Well, that's great, but you know it don't mean that y'all from the same place. The same realm. My bad, realm. When people say we ain't from the same place, they meant realm. We ain't from the same realms. You know what I mean? How many people walking around Earth on working operating off of 5 or 6 realm energy and consciousness. Not many, because people that's on the fifth and sixth realm have high IQs. They come here and figure this shit out. Ain't nobody had to tell me about this shit. I figured this shit out from an early age, and I kept stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. You know what I'm saying? So, people don't understand about the different realms. The 3D realm is a hell physical realm. It could be used for great things, but they're not using it like that. It's a slave realm. Yo. This is the only way that a spirit can be trapped in a fucking jail. How can you make put a soul in jail? You give them a human body. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit is grounded. You can't move around like you want. You can't, you subject to the world and what the world is, and the world is fucking for you to have pain. So somewhere down the line, they did some shit to where we gotta go through pain. So I gotta get off because it's 1%. It's about to cut off, and I don't want to be rude. Um, I'm gonna do another video tomorrow. Hit the cash, not the cash, but hit the PayPal up at Life is Rig if you want to support the channel. Um, I surely can use the help. And once I get out this jam, bro, I'm really gonna really go ham in recruiting, Same like individuals, so we can start a nation under a nation until and uh, it's all I got it all planned out on the best way to do it. You know what I mean? And many have been successful in creating it, and but if they was missing one or two things, first of all, when you create something like that, you have to be very cautious. You gotta watch your step every time you go out the house. If somebody's trying to set you up every time, somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be up on it. And these people was too comfortable. They was caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? So but anyway, thanks a lot for y'all for the likes and support for Life is Rigged at PayPal. And even if you like my video, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. Peace.